Greetings, everyone. Today's words to live by are have compassion about who you were, clarity about who you are, and excitement about who you can become. So I actually put those words together, those specific words in that specific order together 6 years ago on a trip I took to Iceland. So in 2019, I went on a solo vacation, probably my first one ever, if you don't count like tennis tournaments that I played all over the place. Um, but it was just such a magical trip. I had a lot of activity, a lot of walking, a lot of hiking, a lot of checking out the amazing natural beauty and countryside, a lot of time spent in downtown Reykjavik, which is a beautiful city. And I found myself one day sitting on a park bench in the middle of a beautiful green park. And I was sitting there with my notebook, no electrical devices or anything, no phone, just a notebook and a piece of and a pen. And a cat walked over to me from across the park and sat right at my feet. And she was so friendly, and I started to pet the cat, and I looked at her name tag, and her name was Pixel. And so I did a couple of searches for that name, and some of the translations were pretty varied in terms of what the name can actually mean, but it was very positive and very sort of godlike, regardless of what translation you use. So I started to write down this particular set of words in this quote because I felt right then that there was a big shift happening inside of me. I felt like the past version of me was one that I was very proud of. I had achieved a lot, still achieving a lot, or I feel like I'm achieving a lot. But looking backwards, just really happy with sort of everything that happened in my life up to that point in 2019. And I felt this difference in myself where it was less about what I was doing and what I was accomplishing and much more about things like my legacy and what I'm able to pass on to my children and really extracting meaning. So I was sort of entering a meaning phase of my life. And so, with that sort of present mindset at the time in Iceland, I sort of started to look forward a little bit, which really created a lot of excitement in me because I felt like it was the best version of me to date at that point. And I was excited to see what that version could do if a prior version had done pretty well, and even though I'd gone through some challenges, still sort of came out the other side. But I was excited to look at this future version of me too, and so it was a challenge to sort of stay in the present. But I think that's where having the clarity of where I was at in the present really created that excitement about what could happen in the future. So I hope this gives you a nice way to sort of compartmentalize the past, present, and future, and just the awareness that is helpful to sort of go through situations or experiences or different eras of your life like it was for me. So take care, everybody, and be well.